Here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast by the host or the guest do not necessarily reflect the views of Paranormal Buzz Radio or its sponsors. Use of any material produced by Paranormal Buzz Radio without express written consent is strictly prohibited. For information on everything Paranormal Buzz Radio has to offer, visit our website, paranormalbuzzradio.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Paranormal Bus Stop, where we talk about all things paranormal in a round table format, featuring Ashley Storm, Cynthia Gerolius, Shay Carroll, and myself, Darren Buss. Welcome to the show. Let's have some fun. Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's show. We got a lot of stuff going on here tonight, and we got three awesome people to join me: Shay Carroll, Cynthia Gerolius, and Ashley Storm. How is everybody's Tuesday going? And before we get going, happy birthday, Ashley.
Happy birthday, Ashley.
Happy birthday, my love.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so very much.
And how does it feel to be 21?
I wish.
Right?
I don't feel old, though, so I guess that's good.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever feel old because I act like a kid, so.
No, you'll be the one in the nursing home, yeah. You'll be 120.
They won't let me stay in nursing homes. That cause too much trouble.
Yeah, you do. I can actually see that. I really
We're going to
can.
be the two that they've got in there, and they're going to be wheeling us out of our rooms going, God damn it, I told you not to play with those stinking candles.
Right? Yeah.
Tripping the orderlies and being like, I didn't do it.
I didn't do nothing.
Exactly. See? I can see it. Can I say something before we get going, Darren?
Fire away.
I want to say thank you to you guys, really, from the bottom of my heart, for switching from yesterday to today. It was so my fault. I so forgot. I'm going to tell the 2 seconds. Anyway, sorry.
You're just petting her dog.
Ashley's doing hand puppets. Anyways, but my daughter traveled 2 hours yesterday to come home to take her driver's test from college. She passed. Woohoo! But I had to bring her home. And I didn't want to do it I didn't want to come home at 3 in the morning. And I realized last minute, I thought her test was today. So last minute, I'm like, oh, guys, please do it. So thank you guys. My daughter got her license because of you. So
All right.
Now she has to
thank
drive
you.
me places when I want it.
That's what I said, but I don't know.
I wasn't making hand puppets. I was petting Cynthia's dog.
Oh,
I was not petting you. I was petting the puppy.
now I get it.
My daughter's about to start getting her temps and stuff, so.
My daughter's 20. She got hers late. So this is a big deal, and she scheduled it, like I said, over a month ago. And
Yeah.
so, but
Mine's
youngest.
17, so.
yeah, this is my youngest.
It's all good.
Oh, yeah. So, before we get going with tonight's episode, for those of you who are listening, thank you for listening to tonight's show. And don't be afraid. Get yourself an account on Spreaker.com and get yourself in chat. We would love to hear what you have to say and talk to us. So,
There's always extra people in background, but they're afraid of us.
Wouldn't you?
no need to be afraid.
You better stop lying to these people, Darren.
Yeah, we have.
Second here, Darren.
Yeah, we have moles, but we're cuddly. We have these mouths that you just want to hug and love on us. All right, I'll behave. Sorry, Mr. Boss.
So, with a little late start tonight, we get some extra time. I'm putting a petition in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So tonight's show,
we start at 6:01 your time. It ends at 7:01 your time.
There you go. You get a whole second there.
Anyways, all right, sorry. He's trying to be so serious.
That's
Should have done a
not
show with
possible.
us.
I was gonna say.
All right, my lips are sealed until you say something to me directly.
Shush. All right, tonight's show is talking about, do spirits change? So I think this is an intriguing kind of show as to my co-host here. I think they'll find it very interesting as well. So, does anybody have any thoughts or questions before we get started with the questions?
Anybody hear them crickets chirping?
Nope.
I'm reading my question.
Kim says we started 5 minutes late, Shay.
All right, my name was said so I can speak. Okay, so, all right, we'll go at least 5 minutes later, Kim. I love you.
All right. So the first question in mind is, does your birth name while you are living or have a different meaning in your life after death? Does your spirit name change, so to speak?
Who's gonna go first?
Go for it, Ash.
No, but also at the same time, like maybe, because I feel like once I die and I'm breaking free from the fact that my parents named me Ashley Storm and I have a stripper name, like when I pass over, I could be like, I can be called whatever I want. I could be called Ragnar Lothbrok. Like I could change my name. I could go by a different name. So then in that sense, yes, maybe like someone when they were living didn't like the name they were called by in life. So when they are dead, they're like, hey, call me this instead, because there are no rules on the other side. But as for them actually changing, like I don't think there's a process. Like when we die, we don't just go to the office like Beetlejuice and they're like, here's your new name, and send you out to the other side. That would be pretty cool. But
that would be awesome.
Yeah. Shay, what do you got?
I think a name is just a title. It's just your spiritual being isn't labeled by, because there's most of you guys on air know me as Shay. My close family calls me Sha. Then I'm also known as Sherry, but my legal name is Sherry Ann, so I don't think it matters. I'm the same person. I'm the same person no matter what. I think it's just spiritual being that matters, not the title.
Well, I mean, I just thought that I figured that it would give off a different meaning when you're in the afterlife, and that it would get your spirit in a different kind of path, or maybe in the same path as you were living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand the question, but like saying Princess Shay doesn't make me a princess. Asshole Shay might make me.
I'm sorry. All I can picture is Shay in this Princess Peach.
Yeah, right. This purple thing. That's what I pictured when I said it. This purple princess dress with this stupid. Yeah, I think so. I think Cynthia and I just locked minds. Yep.
I don't know. I can go get the witchboard and ask. I mean, I have a connection over on that side, but I don't know. I mean, to me, a name is a name.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
a thing.
I mean, I'm sure they probably use the same name you were given when you had a fleshy body over there, so that way they can distinguish you. But I mean, like Shay said, it's more of a spirit energy. It's not.
Yeah, but then Bonnie and Clyde, when they were reincarnated 50 million times from everything I've heard online, would be, I know, actually, bad example, but you gotta admit, everybody says I was Bonnie or Clyde or their cousin or something. But wouldn't they have, like, some kind of Bonnie Clyde in their name? Like, if it was a name thing? It's just...
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
It is. And how do we know which name was given to us first?
True.
Yeah, I mean, we could have a bunch of different names. Really.
I'm sorry, I forgot I wasn't allowed to be talking until I was...
You can talk as much as you want.
Oh, don't say that. We're in trouble.
So,
Just means extra long show.
Darren, though, to go with that, Darren,
Mhm.
does that mean that you have the same name when you're reincarnated?
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
And that, yeah, I mean, well, okay, so, but if you're
If you
reincarnated,
believe in reincarnation.
do you come back if you come back as an animal, are you going to be called that as an animal? I mean, that doesn't make sense. So if you come back as an animal,
Considering one of my dogs is named Isis, so if I have an Egyptian goddess sitting in my house right now and don't know it, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Right, my dog's name is Zeus, and if I have Zeus in my house, he's gonna get fucking crazy.
Right?
That's...
I mean, because you're talking, I've got Isis and I have the Morrigan.
Yeah.
Those are two diametrically opposite goddesses.
Mm-hmm.
That's all information that I don't
And
know
you
nothing
add-
about.
You add Nyx into that mix, which Nyx is the goddess of the night. Yeah, no, Darren.
I thought you said Nixon like
President!
in 4
Yes,
more years.
No.
Yes,
No.
me too!
4 years.
Or,
No.
I'm not a crook.
Me too!
And what?
Oh.
Oh, God, it's too... This is too good.
Call me Nixon when I die. 4 more years.
Yeah, that's me. Please give me 4 more years on here. Put up with my shit. Just a little bit longer.
No, I'm saying when I die, just call me Nixon. That way I could go around just screaming 4 more years and EVPs when people try and be investigating places I'm in.
Our show is explicit, but I still,
Oh, yes.
I cannot say on air, I know the EVPs I'm getting from you, girlfriend.
Yeah, we're all gonna know it's Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know, I'm going to pull out that Sesame Street 50 Shades of Grey thing again for y'all when I've passed over. So get ready for the funniest EVPs you've ever heard in your life.
Poor Darren has, not only does he have 3 girls as co-hosts, but he's trying so hard, for some reason, tonight, he's trying so hard to be so serious, and we're just like,
No.
alright, I will not talk again, Captain.
Lies.
All right. So with question number 2, okay. So when you are living and we call your name out, we get a reaction from you. So now when you are in the afterlife, we call your name in the afterlife. Does that give you more power to interact with us?
So you're okay. So what? I'm trying to clarify this here. So what you're asking? It's aside from watching Ashley die and laughing over there. So what you're saying is, does speaking of somebody's name that has crossed over give them more power? Is that what you're asking?
Does it gives them more power to interact with us, even though we're calling them by their name? If you know what I mean.
Shay's trying really, really hard not to say anything. She's really trying hard. I don't think
bite
so.
your lip there. Just say it.
I don't think it gives you any more power than it does when you're living.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, it's just like, so many people say, if you speak a demon's name, it gives it power.
Mm-hmm.
You have to believe in that first.
Mm-hmm.
So if people don't believe in it, then it's not gonna do anything for them. Shay?
Yes?
I'm saying your name.
Yes.
So I want to hear this.
No, I agree with you.
Oh, Lord, here it comes.
This question killed me. No, it doesn't give more power. Might get recognized. Like, if I'm on the street walking down and somebody says, "Hey, Shay," gets my attention, but it doesn't give me power. No?
No, I get where you're coming from.
Like,
I have no power either way.
you and me both, brother. But you're a man, so no, you don't. No, kidding. Oh my God, kidding.
Holy shit! Oh,
Yeah,
there
goes our rating.
Snort.
Yeah, you picked out a show to have 3 women on as co-hosts.
Hey, he picked
Boy,
all of
did
us.
you screw yourself.
He picked us.
Uh-huh.
I have to say, everybody
There's
needs
something wrong
to know.
with you, obviously.
Matt said, I can hear the contortions from over here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, who else has the questions on hand?
Can we
Hang on.
fake it? Somebody quick. Pretend we
Hold on,
know.
because he just sent them to me like yesterday because I didn't even know what the subject was. So
He sent it to me like 3 months ago.
okay. So,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Darren's third question is: when saying a spirit name of the one that has the attachment with the. Okay, what?
What?
When saying a spirit name.
Yep.
I should say, okay, if this person has an attachment, all right, when you go, and you are not close to this person, you're way off somewhere else, like in another state, and you know the name of that attachment that is attached to that person, is when you say that attachment's name, okay,
I approve this question.
can they come to you, okay, and mess with you? Do they actually know that we're talking about them?
So can they be called to, like, you're like, my Michael, come to me, I need help?
Yeah, kind of something like that. Can they mess with you? Yes, you did approve this question.
I had an attachment. Like, say I had an attachment of someone named, like, Arlene or something, right?
So, wait a minute.
This is good. I'm confusing
I am
everybody.
going to be funny. I am going to be funny, but I don't mean to be. So, on this question, we're assuming Darren's attachment is also attached to you? Because if something's attached to you, isn't it always with you?
That's what he's asking. So
Yeah,
someone
all
has
right.
an attachment.
Thank you.
Okay, now say I have my attachment called
Yeah.
Arlene, right?
Yeah.
Now Darren's sitting over there wherever he lives, okay? And I'm sitting here with my attachment, and he starts calling to Arlene. Will she leave me? This is what he's asking. Will she leave me to go and visit him because she's basically being
all right, that's what I thought.
Or or will she start messing with Ashley more because Darren's talking about her?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That question did a lot of work. Sorry, folks.
Well, I was just the wording that you did because there's a couple of typos in there. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
if I sent it, there'd be a million. So
I guess I don't know because I've been told that I have a couple of attachments and I know the name of one of them, and I would think that if somebody was focused on that attachment, and focusing their. Again, this is more going towards the witchy spiritual side of it. But if people are focusing their intentions on that attachment, then yeah, they could cause that attachment to mess with you. But if it's someone, a layperson like Shay turns around and goes, Amanda, you need to go mess with, whoever they're attached to, then probably not. I mean, I think it's the intention behind it.
So every case might be a little different.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I get you.
Yep.
Sorry,
Exactly.
I wasn't spoken on, but...
No.
Well, no, I'm glad you put it in that way because I would, that's where I was going with it. I just was hoping somebody was getting it too.
No, I agree with you. And like you said, it really, basically everything that we do in this field, intent has so much to do with it, regardless of whether or not it's the way that we interact, the way we go into a place. We don't even have to be verbal about it. So it definitely is all about intent. And I think that for the most part, like when someone has an attachment, nobody wants it anyway, so I don't see that ever being like an issue. Somebody being like, oh, I want your attachment. Come here and come and play with me. Like, calling it and being like, come over and play with me and stuff.
Well, maybe I would just to get out of work.
Well, and I mean, and I agree with Ashley. And the thing with what I've been told, I mean, I've been told I have attachments.
Yeah, but...
They don't mess with me.
But what are they? Attachments. This is why I had an issue with this.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's spirit. I've been told that I have two spirits that are connected to me.
Yeah.
Like, all around me all the time.
Yeah.
That's what they consider. Well, that's what this person considered an attachment.
Yeah, but
But that's spirit guides. So
angels or
so
spirit? Sorry, Ash. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, because that just confused me then. Because if they're always like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For people like us, like we have people who are always with us, or everyone has their
Right.
spirit guides. So, and I mean that's a great question though. That brings into play. Do we consider spirit guides attachments because they technically are attached to us?
Yeah, and that's something that I'm currently working with because the way he described it, no, they're just connected,
Yes.
But the name of one of my spirit guides and the name of one of the attachments is pretty similar. So I'm trying to figure out, if they're the same thing or not.
How respectfully, how do you figure out concurrently, like, for a fact, what's what? Like, or you just go by who you trust? Like,
Meditation.
You just feel it? Like somebody somebody says something, you just like, oh, that's right. Because that's how I go. Like,
yeah. A lot of it's intuition, a lot of it's meditation, a lot of it's just, really deep self-research into it.
Alright, I get that. I don't understand how, like, us investigators, forget the other, we just, like, kind of take it as it is, like, by feeling, but...
And that's a lot of what a spirit guide is, though.
Yeah.
They work with your intuition.
Yeah.
They work with your gut feelings.
But a spirit guide, from what I hear, is more entwined with you. It's like you feel.
Yeah, that's that gut feeling that you get. It's the listening to your stomach and listening to your body versus your logic.
Yeah.
It definitely is. That's why that piqued my interest because I mean technically because it is an attachment. Like how you said it is intertwined, I always thought of it as being a part of me, not being something that follows me around, but
that's
right.
what
one
it's
with
like
me.
entwined with
Yeah.
your being.
Right. And that's kind of the difference between a spirit guide and quote unquote attachment, or just a spirit that is there, you know?
Yeah.
A spirit guide will I don't want to say intervene, but they'll interact with you more, with your
They will
intuition more.
suggest heavily.
Yes, there you go. They will interact with you more, and they will, like you said, suggest heavily things that you should do, shouldn't do. You know, maybe you should think about this, maybe you should think about that.
They'll slap you upside the head and say,
"Oh, trust me, Katie's very good at doing that. She loves
it
doing
sounds
that.
funny, but I've heard it. Yep.
No, yeah, that's. I mean, if she could, that's basically what it would be. It's a non-corporeal hand smacking you upside the back of the head, going, "Hey," you know. So.
Yeah.
I don't even know what my spirit guides are.
Me neither. I think they're afraid of me.
Darren,
Me too.
Yeah.
do you have enough focus to meditate?
Sometimes it depends on the day.
Try it once. See what you get.
Okay. I mean, I was told when I was at the Canberra house, and Misty was talking to me, and she was telling me that I have a person that is attached to me, but he is like one of those spirits that are like go in and out super fast. Like they're really like a fast-paced spirit that just like it rushes up to you and it runs away.
In and out of what? You?
Kind of, yeah. So as she said, it does go in and out of me. It goes out fast.
That's what she said. Oh yeah.
But that's what she said, though. Anyway, I just got myself in a whole lot of trouble with this one. But that's what
Oh my God, Kevin.
Misty said, that the spirit that is around me is it's like a dominant spirit that is, I don't know what you would call it, but anyway.
Interjection real quick. Go ahead and step away, Shay. There we go. Yeah, her back's not doing too hot right now.
That's fine.
Anyway, so that's the kind of spirit I guess I have.
What yours is this? Yours is more of a
It's like a warping spirit.
What?
Like forget it.
I would say it's more of a curious. It comes and goes and sees what you're doing. Yeah?
Makes sense. That's why I got the questions.
Right? I mean, that would be my guess.
Okay.
Because it's actually a whole nother show we could do on spirit guides and all of that ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well yeah.
Okay, so the next question that you have written down that I flippin' lost.
Who's running the show?
I don't know.
She
Okay.
interprets my questions a lot better than I can.
Okay, so it says, what happens if we start to call that spirit different or give it a different name in the space that they roam in? Can we lessen their power to manifest, or will the other name we give it manifest a whole new kind of spirit, potentially worse than what we were dealing with? I get where you're going with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think if the spirit was an asshole in life and it's an asshole in death, whether you change the given name of it or not, I don't think it's going to make a difference.
Especially if we're talking about human spirits. Like if we're
Yeah.
just talking about human entity. We're not talking about ethereal entities. We're not talking about elemental entities. We're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not bringing in the whole vast array of different types of spirits. When we're just talking about humans, then yeah, like she said, I mean, for instance, this is actually the kind of a perfect example. It doesn't change what they are, because I've actually gone through this personally. So at the asylum, we had a teenager who took his life when he was 17 years old in the North Wing. When I was up there one day doing tours and stuff, one of his family members actually came by and asked if I could reach out to him, you know, if he was still there, if he needed any help, you know, passing over all the stuff, because he had taken his life, and it always kind of sat heavily with her. Because, you know, suicide, you go to help, all those different types of things. So we go in, we make contact with him, and I know his real name. But as an agreement with the family, I don't use his real name when I'm on tours. I call him Nick, is his nickname. And so now he's just become known as Nick. So when we're in there, we're like, Nick, are you here with us? And we're not using his real name, but he knows who we're talking to. So regardless of whether or not we're changing the names, their energy doesn't change unless we work with them. Right. Because I do believe if you're an asshole in life, you're an asshole in death. But I also do believe that there are certain spirits that just need someone to basically listen to them and talk to them, because they've never had it in life. We see that a lot in asylums and nursing homes, in hospitals, jails. And everyone's always like, you know, when you go into a jail, I have a very aggressive attitude and stuff. And I'm like, but, you know, imagine how many of these people might have been here falsely, or sat there and just needed a little bit more love in their life. That way they didn't take that wrong path. You know, it's always about trying to help them grow. And that's why I told you when we do this, you know, we should name it Do Spirits Change? Because regardless of what we call them by names and stuff, I truly believe instead of quote unquote moving them on or quote unquote passing them over, we can help them grow. We can definitely help them deal with the traumas that they had in their lives. I call them light therapy sessions. So it's basically me just sitting in the asylum for 8 hours alone by myself like a crazy fucking person, with like no recorders, nothing, like not investigating, but literally sitting there and just asking, is there anyone here that wants to talk about something today? Is there something that's like particularly sitting heavy on your chest? Just sitting there and feeling those energies. And I guess it's a little bit different for people like me who can see them and hear them and interact with them like that without the devices and stuff. But anyone can do it. You know what I'm saying? You just go into a location, bring a recorder, bring, you know, a spirit box, whatever you choose to use, ITC communications, and go in with it, but not being about the name, but about who and what they were as humans. Right.
Yeah, that I would agree with, because it's a name is just a name, you know. I mean, if it was anything else, you wouldn't be able to change it if you wanted to. Yes. You know, you wouldn't have the option to. If you didn't like the name that your parents gave you, you wouldn't have the option to be able to change it to something else. But I mean, and no, I'm not trying to be facetious, and no, I'm not trying to be mean. But if you changed your name from Darren to something like Rainbow Star Sprinkles, is that going to change your personality?
Lady Glitter Sparkles. Yes, from Trolls. Darren, I'm calling you Lady Glitter Sparkles forever now. That's your new name. This is see, now we've changed your name, but you're still the same person. See how this works?
Yeah. No, now I'm feeling kind of fruity. Just kidding.
As the puppy agrees with you. But no, you know what I mean? It's just because you call yourself something different doesn't mean that that's going to change who you are.
Yeah, like when I'm drunk, I'm Jerome. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, Jerome's here. What's up, yeah? Like, you know, it just gets a rose like any other name is just as sweet, you know? So, again, it's all about intent. And y'all can call me Jerome. So.
Hi, my name's Daryl.
Where's my other brother, Daryl?
Yeah,
Hey, there's my other brother, Daryl.
And this is my other brother, Darrell.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Darrell. It's spelled like Daryl, but it's pronounced Darrell.
Hey, Ron.
Do you have a boyfriend? Do you love him? Did Mike and I?
Oh, you like Mike and I? Oh, you like movies.
And we have lost Darren.
Oh, boy.
Could I have your number? The back of your head is ridiculous.
I love it. But yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's sorry. Just because you're called something different doesn't mean that you are someone different.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, also, true. If you look at it, if you look at it, the only reason why it would change a person is if you have like people that are transgender or something like that, and they want to change who they are because they feel like they're a different person,
And death was the only place they felt comfortable enough to do that.
Yeah.
True.
That's actually pretty interesting. I like that theory. Huh,
Yeah.
I never even thought about it like that.
You never hear it anywhere else but here. Something.
Right.
Say thank you to Roland for that one.
Thank you, Rolly.
Thank you, Roland.
But yeah, it's just little things like that because he would come up with questions like that.
Oh my gosh, yes. His thinking. Like, I always thought I was like pretty out of the box when it came down to it. And then sometimes I'd hear him talk and I'm like, I'm fucking normal. Like, this is great. I feel normal right now. This man makes me feel like I'm kind of dumb. Like, what?
It's not that he made it. It's not.
No,
that
not made me
like
feel
that.
dumb, but like I thought that like I could. You know what I'm saying? Like I always thought that I was very open minded. And like he would talk, and I'm like,
out any further?
yes, every time, every time.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he was so good at that. But yeah, I mean, it's something to think about though. If you weren't happy in life with who you were. Mm-hmm. But you had to go through your life being who you were in that life. Can you change yourself when you die?
I sure wish I can.
I'm going to become a 7-foot Viking that's like 500 pounds and just it'll be so much fun.
But the thing is, in the afterlife, I'll have 2 eyes at work.
There you go.
Instead
of what?
I love your glass half full mentality. It's so beautiful. I like how I was like, I'm going to be a 7-foot Viking, and you were like, I'm going to be able to see. Like, just little things,
Actually, going to complete other side of the world change here. And Darren's like, I just want to see the pretty flowers.
I just want to be able to read my questions.
Yeah. This stupid app I'm using don't blow them up good enough.
That's all right, Darren. Someday, man. Someday.
Someday. Wishful thinking. Or I can just someday get my robot eyes. Ooh, watch out.
Does that mean you have the red laser beams that shoot out your eyes, or?
No, I want to be like the $6 million man.
My husband just said that the other day. He was like, I can't wait for everything to fucking be bionic. I'm just going to be like, on all these motherfuckers.
Be able to see a mile out.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, okay. Man. I'll be driving all over the place.
This last one, I think we can really get into, though. And this is a good question, Darren.
I wasn't sure if it made sense after the last four you read.
I was about to say, because the other ones weren't, apparently, from what she said.
I got 1 out of 4 that worked out good.
Can a spirit tell when we are thinking about them and present themselves in front of us in a different form of way, like in a text, in our search on the internet, or by a paper article. Yes. That's the end of the show. Yes.
Okay.
No.
See you next week. No,
I truthfully, honestly, wholeheartedly believe that yes, they know when we're thinking about them. I truthfully, wholeheartedly, honestly believe that once you have a spirit that's passed over, if it's a relative or a loved one or whomever it may be, and they have decided that they're going to keep an eye on you, protect you, make sure you're okay, yada yada yada. They know every thought that's going through your head.
Mm-hmm.
that's not a good thing, though.
No, it's not. Because every now and again you have to sit there and go, okay, goddammit, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But,
supposed to see that.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
close your sense off a minute here.
Put your shades on for a little bit.
But,
Earmuffs.
that won't help.
It's like that meme with the spirit guide, Gabriel or whatever. No, what's his name? Cass. Like, this is my spirit guide doing the shots.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. But, yeah, they...
Oops, sorry. Just kidding. I'm playing a joke. Go
I was
ahead.
going to say, do I really want to know what that just was? I am so glad these people cannot see us right now.
I missed
I'm glad
it.
they can't see us all the time.
Never mind.
I would have to put a bra on. That is not allowed. That's why I do podcasting.
Put your pants back on. Anyway, but yes, they know exactly when you're thinking about them. They know exactly when you're talking about them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, now,
Hold on a sec.
Oh,
I
God.
heard that without hearing it.
How do we have listeners?
What's so funny? You can see the visual of that. That was hilarious.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I completely agree with that, though, because I feel it's the same even for the living. There are people that I am very close to, and I don't know if it's because of my ability or something, but I have friends, too, that they don't have abilities, and, I'll be thinking about them, or they'll be thinking about me.
And they call.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then they'll be like, they'll just text, hey, are you okay? I just felt the need to check up on you. Our energy is everything.
Yeah.
And regardless of whether or not we're alive or dead, like, those intimate connections that we build, and when I say intimate, I don't necessarily mean, like, sexual. When we build these friendships, when we build those different types of relationships with people, even sometimes it could just be an acquaintance, but our energies, our vibrations just match so perfectly that we end up becoming, like, entwined with each other without even having met in person. Like, when Shay's feeling bad, like, I can feel it sometimes.
Yeah, and she'll just message me something crazy out of the blue. Yep.
Yeah, and I've never met her in person, but I know her energy, and her energy has everything to do with it. So I definitely feel like if you think about the person enough, you're calling to them aloud, basically.
That's why I think some Facebook friends are real.
Yeah.
Like, it has nothing to do with meeting in person. It has to do with that connection. Exactly.
Yeah, Holly and Dallas did that to me yesterday.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here, and all of a sudden Holly messaged me, and she's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm fine."
Yeah.
Yeah, it scares the shit out of my friends. They're like, I love you, but could you stop? One of my friends, at one point, when I first started, like, when my whatever the fuck it's called started getting, like, really strong after I started kind of focusing and opening up more to it, I would text her all the time and be like, I'm sorry that happened, because, like, I knew what was happening with her at that juncture. Like, would get flashes of who it was happening to and all that stuff. And she's like, okay, I love you and I appreciate the support, but you're freaking me the fuck out.
Stop.
You're not, because I would be telling her things she didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd see something happening to one of her family members and ask her about it before she even heard. So she'd ask a family member and then get confirmation, like things like that. So it's kind of, it's tricky, but it's amazing.
I'm sure I've done that to one of you guys once in a while too. So
yeah,
it's hard to tell, Darren. You're just such a pain in the ass. No, I'm kidding. Darren knows I love him. I'm so sorry. That was not true.
Don't mean to be. Stop it.
I know. 3 women? Hey, you deserve it.
And to
Shush.
continue on with that question, though, Darren. To continue on with that question, can they show themselves as different things? Yeah. I have been coming home from work and had a really nasty day, and I'll have been thinking, I wish Roland was here so I could talk to him. Mm-hmm. And a certain song will come on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or if I'm sitting at home and I flip on the TV, a certain program will be on. Or, anybody can come to you in any type of different sign. That's why you have all of these beliefs of the cardinals and butterflies and the dragonflies and,
What about the crows?
That too.
See,
it's funny that you brought up the song thing, because actually on my birthday, since my ex passed away, about 3-4 years ago, he passed away, actually almost closer to 4 now. Every year on my birthday, it's like without fail. So year-round, I don't ever hear Santeria on the radio by Sublime, right? And that was, like, our favorite song together. Like, that's our road trip jam. Every fucking year for my birthday, it comes on and it brings me to tears, because you feel the force behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just get these little things that you think are, like, coincidence or happenstance. You feel the energy behind it when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
Exactly. My mother and I will start talking about somebody, and we'll listen to whatever we listen to. Tons of different things, but whatever it is, all of a sudden, we'll be talking about somebody, and this song from 20 years ago that does not belong on this channel comes on. It's like, this was such and such favorite song, or this speaks volumes. Like, yeah, so there are signs and signals, and there really is.
I kind of feel like the same thing almost happens in church sometimes. Like, I know you guys aren't a very big religious bunch, and I mean, I'm not really either now. Well, at least not like devout, like Catholic or, Christian like I used to be. But even when I was little, and I know it's crazy, but, because you're in a room full of people, but there's sometimes, you skip going and then you end up going back, and that one day you go back, that sermon is every single little thing that you ever needed to hear in your life.
Yes.
And like, I'm about to start crying thinking about it, because
Amen.
It's like he knows whether you want to call it God or not, that higher energy that is responsible for all of us knows exactly what we need when we need it. And when we open ourselves up to getting those messages, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
Or that higher being knows exactly what you did the night before.
Yeah.
And that sermon comes out, and it's about, this certain bad sin or something like that. And you're sitting there shrinking down in your seat going, oh my God. Aha!
The only time I've ever done that was when, Area Codes by Ludacris used to be my ringtone. And so the part where I got hoes.
Uh-huh.
I got hoes.
Yep.
In different area codes started playing while I was in church.
Oh.
And I was part of the choir. So I was up on stage when this hoe went off. So while we're trying to sing, I don't remember what the fuck we were singing, like Amazing Grace or some shit. all you hear is Luda, and we're mic'd up, so my phone is just as loud as we are. So you just hear Luda. I got.
Yeah, one of Roland's favorite stories was this was in high school, and he had gone out drinking the night before, and he thought he got away with it because he thought his parents were sleeping, and of course, his dad knows everything. So Dad gets him up early. Dad gets him, make sure he gets in the shower and stuff. They go to church. The sermon is about responsibility and all of that, and it just goes and nails him to the wall. And he said, I swear to you, he said, I didn't drink on a Saturday night if I knew I was going to church the next day ever. I'm like,
oh my God, that's some funny shit.
And people can't see this, but I'm doing the praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Everybody's raising the roof there with their hands.
I was thinking raise the roof, but I thought that was inappropriate. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, never again. Promise.
Yep. He felt very called out that day.
Oh yeah, I've been there. Roman Catholic. I was raised. I used to go with my grandma.
Guilt is like part of our personality.
Well, for some, other people have no guilt.
Right.
And that makes us, people that have the guilt, feel even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped being a Catholic.
Yeah.
No, not even Catholic. Like, if, you, a person A doesn't give a shit about nothing but themselves at all, and person B is, trying to help and feel, equal and raise the vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Are you with me so far or no?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So,
check the phone.
But, if it, person A has no care about what you're doing, but yet you feel bad about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
It's, horrible.
Yep. You're talking to a lapsed Methodist, so yeah.
Yeah. It's just...
I just really stopped being Catholic because I don't like to exercise. All that up and down shit.
That's why Roland.
My knees are bad.
My God!
I'm missing part of my kneecap on one leg.
When I was a little kid.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, my knees. Oh my God! I wanted to bring pillows.
I have natural indents on my kneacaps.
I think I still do.
5 days a week.
Yeah.
And Sundays, we were there 12 fucking hours.
Hell no. No.
Oh, yes. No. Oh, yes. Okay, and when I'm saying Roman Catholic, I mean, the oldest.
Oh, God.
Everyone had 16 kids because they didn't believe in condoms.
Yeah. My grandmother was one of those. Yes. So when I brought my best friend in 5th grade to this Easter thing, and my grandmother was strict, Roman Catholic, strict, like what Ashley's talking about, and I said, hey, this is a church lady. Oh my God, I thought my grandmother was going to kill me. So, yeah. Been there.
I think I'm the oddball out in my family because I only have one kid as opposed to having 70 like everyone else. My great grandma literally had 16 kids.
All right, hold on. You have one kid.
Look at Cynthia's face.
Cynthia, how many children do you and Roland have together? I worded that wrong, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so I have 2 stepsons, but I call them my sons.
Sorry. Yes, that's what I meant.
Nope, you're good. I came into their lives when the oldest was 10
Mm-hmm.
and have been there ever since. So, yeah, they're my kids. So, 2.
2. Darren,
2.
how many children do you have?
I have 2. Boy and
Only
a girl.
2. All right. Shay, how many kids do you have?
Shay, how many kids do you have?
5.
Ouch.
But 2 of them are twins.
So that kind of that doesn't really count. But I mean, was y'all trying, or like pull-out method was just not?
Two
What was
different
up?
dads.
Okay,
Two different dads. So
here you go, Shay.
The 2 oldest are a little older. Yeah. So.
Okay, so my oldest had their first little girl in 2015.
Yeah.
2015. And then they had their second one in 2017, I believe. And they were going to go for a boy because they had the 2 girls. They were going to go for a boy. And in 2019, along came the twin granddaughters.
Yeah.
Twin granddaughters.
Hold that thought. I just want to read these. Mama Deb said she had 6. Kim said she had 0. Nico said he has 1. So, yeah. I guess I take it from my mother. Alright, finish. Sorry, Sin.
No, you're good.
I would have more if I could. This one was just a fucking miracle.
Yeah, exactly. It really was.
Yeah.
So the funny thing about it is when they did the gender reveal for the girls, for the twins.
Yeah.
They knew what they were having. They knew the gender, but the rest of us didn't. But Andy did not know they were having twins.
Hi, Nico. Oh, wow.
So they did the whole cupcake reveal. So, everybody broke open their cupcake and inside was pink and everybody was all happy. And then all of a sudden Morgan comes out. Morgan, which is my oldest granddaughter, comes out with a sign that says twins. And Andy was like,
I miss you, Nico.
Oh,
keep
hell.
going. I keep talking to people in the background. Sorry.
Yeah. Andy was like, oh, hell.
At least they found out before they popped out, though, because there have been instances where people don't know until they've delivered that first baby, and they're like, oh, shit, she's still having contractions. Get another table. There's another one coming.
Don't even. I've had twins.
Like,
don't ask.
There's another one, and there are 3.
I've had twins. Don't ask. I will. You know me. I'm very. I don't. Whatever happens on the podcast stays on the podcast. But no, don't ask me. Oh, twins? No.
Yeah.
I've got twins running both sides of my family. And my mom's a twin, and I actually had always hoped that, like, when I finally, if I ever did get pregnant, I'd get to have twins so I could have my 2 that I wanted and just be done.
Yeah, but mine were high risk.
Yeah.
Like, 4 months, a little bit after, I went into labor. So I was put on bed rest.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a long time. And then when I finally had them, and I'm going to skip to the good part here. I'm not allowed to say my kids' names on air. Some of them. But girl twin, as we call her, came out. And they're like, do you want to hold her? And I'm like, no, get the next one out of me.
We don't have time for hugs. We got business to attend to.
And in less than 9 minutes, the next one is out. They had to turn them. Don't ask, people. Oh, don't ask. So, but no, it's
Boy, am I glad I'm a guy.
You should be. You should appreciate women more.
Yeah, Darren.
Well, it just hurts. It just hurts when you get nasty gas in your stomach and you can't get rid of it.
Yeah. Oh, my comment, I retract. Yeah. See why they told me to be quiet? Yeah. No.
On that note, we have covered all of Darren's questions before he gets his mouth any further.
Did we hit the 7:05 mark? Like
It's
Kim said?
7:04 right now.
But
all right. Show's over. Good night, people.
before we get going, folks.
Oh, man. Darren killed the
Cynthia
buzz.
has something she's got coming up. Would you like to
Yes.
just tell everybody what you got coming up?
I do.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah. The Ames Expo on Friday. I am going down to the Paranormal and Psychic and Paranormal Expo, put on by Kelly McCarville. It's going to be in Ames, Iowa, at the Sheeman Building on the Iowa State University campus. So if you want to come see me, and I say me because I'm going to be the only one in my booth. Taylor and Emmett can't make it this time, so it's just going to be me, so we'll see how this goes.
And you got something going in October.
And I've got two things in October. First thing is October 8th at the Cambry House. They are having a horror film festival thingy. And we are going to have a table down there. And one of Josh Hurd's films got nominated for a couple of awards that they're giving out. So what it's going to be is it's going to be October 8th, 9th, and 10th. They are screening a whole bunch of independently made horror films and horror shorts. And they are going to, like I said, give out awards, do question and answer sessions, things like that with those. And then on October 23rd, down at Bagel Haunted Crib, we are having our Paranormal Night. The Paranormal Night is a night where Raven Rose brings in a bunch of different paranormal investigators, and we kind of have a Q&A session all night with the people that are waiting to go into the haunted house, and it is in tribute to Roland. So we have that coming up as well.
I will be there.
Yep. Darren's going to come. So far on the agenda right now that I know of, we have Midwest Ghost Seekers, Augusta Paranormal, Appalachian Roots, Traveler's Moon, Josh Hurd, REP, and one more. I gotta find my list. But that's what we've got so far. And we're trying to get as many people as we can there just to celebrate Roland's life and just kind of reminisce about Roland. And then to show people around my area that, hey, this is a thing. You know, this isn't something that you just watch on TV. So that is coming up on the 23rd on Saturday.
It will be awesome.
And Ashley needs to drive up and come up here.
Get in the car and come, lady.
That's an 18-hour drive. You're crazy.
I know, baby.
Yeah, mine's 24.
It's only 18 hours.
If I
Come
had
on.
time and didn't have a child, I'd be there in a heartbeat.
I know.
But
I know.
and I don't fly. I watch Final Destination too many times. You ain't gonna take me that way.
When we were going up to the Michigan Paragon, my friend Jackie was with me, and I don't know how many freaking logging trucks we were behind. I was like, oh,
never.
No, that's that sucker. Yeah.
Ashley, do you got anything going on?
Yes, actually, at the asylum. So all of October, I'm kind of switching it up this year. So the people that I bought it from, they used to run a haunted house out of it for the past 2 years. Instead of doing the haunted house, because I feel like it kind of brings in like the wrong type of energy into that place. So instead of doing it as a haunted house, I'm actually going to end up doing a fall festival instead. So Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, I'll be offering haunted history tours and walkthroughs during the day and at night. And then Fridays and Saturdays are going to be it's going to be the Fall Fright Fest movie festival, where I am playing like all of the older classic horror movies in the beginning of the first 2 weeks of October. They're going to have double features every night, and it's actually going to be in the front courtyard area of the asylum. So it's like an outdoors thing. You bring your blankets, sit down, enjoy a nice outdoor movie on the inflatable screen. Like I'm going to be doing Halloween 1 and Halloween 2, and then like the Omen and things like that. And then I'm going to bring
S'mores.
Actually, I have a local dance team that needs money for their competitions and stuff. Asked if I could help them with their fundraising. So I'm actually going to let them run the concession stands. So I don't have to even worry about any of that. And it goes back to a good cause. And then I'm going to have people dressed up as the characters from the movies. They come out and like run around and like, jump out and scream, like scare, like an interactive type of movie night with that.
So bring your Depends.
Yes. And then after the movies, we're actually going to be doing midnight to 3 a.m. mini ghost hunts. So we're going to do that all through October. On Fridays and Saturdays, we'll be doing all that, and like pumpkin carving contests, all that good stuff. Very kid-friendly in the day. There'll be pumpkin carving, hay rides, face paintings, and we'll have like little trick-or-treat booths throughout the asylum. They can go in and like grab candy from the little rooms and stuff like that. And Wednesdays and Thursdays will be the additional days for haunted history tours.
Yay.
Awesome.
Yay.
And Shay, what about you going on with Wilson Castle?
Oh, I know. For the first time in a year and a half, I have something to announce. Yay! No, we have a 36-hour fundraiser event at Wilson Castle, Proctor, Vermont. And it's going to be awesome. There's different tickets for different nights, and there's VIP tickets that you can stay the whole 36 hours. Like, I'm supposed to, but I'm not because of my injury. I'm leaving in between. But all the other 8, 10, 12, I forget. There's a lot of people staying in between that will be there. Great people.
Awesome. You guys gonna do it? Go ahead.
What's the date on it, Shay? When?
It starts Friday at 7 p.m. and then Friday the 24th, I believe.
Yes, 24th and 26th.
And Sunday the 26th at 9 a.m.
Nice.
It's a full fundraiser event. We make no money. Full proceeds go to the haunted location. And it's a castle.
Yay.
Real castle.
I can't wait to go there. Those pictures you take every time you go there just make me so mad. I just want to punch you in your face, but I still love you.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
It's a great place.
That's neat place.
How about you, Darren? What do you have coming up?
The only thing I got coming up is the October 23rd at Bango Haunted Crypt.
And
that's
what
the
is
only
that?
thing that is the
That's the paranormal night that we're doing.
That's the paranormal night.
For Rolly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was trying to
But
lead
that's
on
about
a
it
little
for the rest of the year.
information, but okay.
There's not much. That'll be the last trip for the year to down by Iowa. I am, however, next year. I'm just going to get it out now.
Oh, if we're going next year, I have a bunch of shit after you.
I'm actually going.
Let's save the next year for a little closer to next year.
Well, I'm trying to get a couple locations in Wisconsin here to bring all my Iowa friends and Massachusetts friends and Texas friends if they want to come up.
Sure, you pay.
I'm New Hampshire, but thank you.
No, I'm
You have
sorry.
to drive me back, so
She's
fuck.
New Hampshire. I'll drive you down, Ash. Because
Or
you
y'all could just come to Oklahoma or Texas. I'm just saying.
well, we could come to Oklahoma, and then after I get done spending a day or two in Oklahoma,
You have family in Texas, right?
Yeah, I can drive across to Texas, and then once we get done in Texas, I can go to Louisiana.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Louisiana.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Get to some of that gumbo though, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
But yep, that's all I got going. Nothing much else.
All right, can I quickly? I didn't know we were October. I'll be at Portland, Maine, Paracon. October, I'll be at Parafest, Maine. November, I'll be at another one. So just check Paranormal Buzz. And yeah, I have a few things coming up. I don't want to keep going. But no. I'm definitely going. We worked it out between my injury and what needs to be done. I'm definitely going.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right.
That you're finally getting to like go out and do something now.
I know. I had to cancel Parafest. You know I'm hurt. I mean, Penhurst. Sorry.
Yeah.
I canceled Penhurst. So you know I'm hurt. So, but I'm.
Penhurst would have wore you out though.
Huh?
Oh, but it would have been worth it.
Oh
yeah.
Just watching it on TV wears me out.
Oh God. Yeah. So you know it's bad. I couldn't go. But these places I am going, so check. What? Paranormal Buzz Radio? There we go.
All right.
Well, we gotta go.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for tonight's episode, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And for those of you who are listening and not in chat, I thank you for listening to the show, and please come back again. So, with that, I bid you adieu, and good night, everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.